Hey guys!
Hey!
Today we're going to be doing a 10 things that boys do that girls get annoyed about. And I think this is going to be a popular video because boys are annoying.
Don't worry, we'll change that.
Boys are absolute assholes from time to time, so not that girls aren't, but we'll have that video next week.
I was going to say, before you say it, we are going to do one about girls.
Yeah, so it's not just picking on boys.
Yeah. And
Then do one.
like the girls one, it's going to be stuff that girls do that annoy us as well.
Yeah.
And we're also going to ask some of our friends.
We're not the most extremely girliest, are we?
No, not at all.
Get annoyed by screaming girls. 1 to 10 then. Right.
Yeah, let's go.
Number 1. Not being sensitive to girls' feelings. Okay? 4. Oh.
You see the anger already.
Building. Your turn.
Okay.
Let's explain it.
Yeah, I was going to say, are we explaining it or am I just
we're
saying the next
explaining
point?
it. Pretty much, boys, like, I don't know, they have a certain way of just talking to girls that, even though they're girlfriends or just really close friends, that it's just not great. I mean, girls are too, like, really girly girls.
Yeah.
Are too oversensitive, I reckon, but, you know.
It's like every little thing they're like, are you okay?
Yeah.
It's like, geez.
But it's just, consider our feelings before you say something. I mean...
Yeah.
You know, it's a bit... You wouldn't like that if we turned around and said that to you, so...
It's like, there's some times that you need to be serious. You can't always,
Yeah, you
like,
can't always
muck
make a
around
joke.
with us, and that there are
Yeah.
times that you've got to be sensitive.
Yeah. Talking of which...
That
that's a good
kind
link.
of leads us on to our next point. So, number 2.
Don't get stroppy or moody when we talk back when we're on our periods. Because it's sensitive time.
We can't help it. We all girls go through it, and it's just something that you're going to have to deal with, and you can't get stroppy, because we can't help it.
In defence, I think the older you get, the more you learn to control your mood swings. But...
Because see, you go through it
Yeah.
more, but...
Our uteruses are contracting. We're allowed to be a bit pissy during 1 week of our fucking periods. Okay?
We're allowed 1 week.
You have a period, then you'll see. That's so feminist. Damn you, boy.
Number 3. You act completely different around your friends. Like, okay, some of you... Obviously, all of these points don't go to all of you.
Yeah, they're not for... They're just the majority of boys.
And this doesn't happen to every boy, but pretty much the majority of them. Like, 1 minute you'll be with them and they'll be like...
Oh, you're
fine,
so pretty.
Yeah. And the next minute they'll like, their friends will come by or something, and they'll be like acting all like gangster and... Like...
It's... In my... I don't know if I show this because you might not watch, but in my experience... The boy I'm thinking of, he pushes the jokes too far when he's with his friends, and then, you know, it's all fun and games and everything's fine, and then that joke will go just a bit too far and it'll be like, well, hold up.
Yeah. So, a little too far.
Yeah. Like, you don't like that end before.
It's like, you don't need to act different around your friends.
No.
Like, you're not impressing us for a start, and you're probably not impressing them. They're probably thinking you're a dick.
Yeah.
I mean, most
Unless
boys...
your friends are dicks too.
Most boys think that about their friends.
Yeah, because now you're a bit older. I mean, that was alright when you were like 11, 12, but you're older now, you have to start growing up a bit.
It's like, for instance, one of the groups of boys that were at our school, like, behind their backs, they would bitch about all of their friends.
They're us and the girls, aren't they?
And then, but when they were together, they all knew they did it, and when they were together, they were perfectly fine.
That's called the populars.
So what the hell?
In every school, I'm guessing you got that.
Yeah.
Number 4. Boys never change. Like, girls are expected to be the ones that bend over backwards to suit the boys' needs, and as soon as they get comfortable, like, they take the girl for granted and then she leaves and they're like, oh, what the hell? What do I do now? But, yeah, you never change. I'm sure some of them do.
Yeah, and it's like, they're saying like, oh, things need to change that, but they never change themselves.
Yeah.
They're always like, oh, you need to change, you need to do this, or I don't like this about you.
It's always the girl's fault.
Yeah.
In the same way,
And
sort of thing.
it's stupid.
It's like sometimes it is our fault, but sometimes it's your fault too, so
And
you've got to step up to it.
Most of the time we'll admit it.
Yeah.
Well, me personally, and
No,
you as well,
yeah.
we'd actually admit it if we did something wrong.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, I'm
Obviously,
okay, I'm sorry.
there'll be some people that won't, or if we know that we're doing something and we really shouldn't, and we'll try and stop it and try and be better.
Yeah.
But
Try and better ourselves for you.
yeah,
Should take us a bit more. I don't know.
should just be better to us.
Number 5. You can do that one.
Okay. They don't understand like why we get annoyed when they watch porn, or you, since most of our audience are male, so kind of you. But you know.
You right
Yeah,
there.
you exactly. That one there.
Oh, we get that, you know, you get lonely and you need something to do, I guess. And that's fine, but you need to be a bit more, like, again, sensitive, I think. Because for girls, it's like, well, why does he need that when he's got me?
And then we kind of then feel pressured to be like they
Yeah.
are there because they're a certain way. They're all really skinny and
Big boobs,
yeah,
tanned.
and they're kind
We're
of
not.
like almost the perfect
They're
girl.
like, yeah, like Barbie dolls, aren't
Yeah.
they? That all do anything.
It's like the same in even in like magazines and on TV. It's like that,
And you have a certain image put into your head by them girls that we can't live up to, can we?
no,
Which
we're never
is-
going to be able to.
No. Which kind of hurts. That's emotional. It hurts. Anyway. moving on to
Next point, number 6 is you just don't listen.
that. Some boys do.
Yeah,
Some boys will care.
some will.
But you
Well,
just blank.
yeah, and we'll be saying stuff and you just won't take in what we're saying.
Unless it's, oh, my ex texted.
Yeah.
Or, oh, I'm getting a boob job.
You'll listen to things like that.
Not that most
But-
normal girls be like, oh, I'm just getting a boob job. See ya.
Even if it's something as silly like, oh, my fish died. I don't know, that's really random.
I don't care, it's a fish.
Yeah, it's like, that's not the attitude. You're meant to help us.
Yeah. Silly boys.
And, yeah.
Don't
Yeah, I don't know.
Number 7, you don't express feelings in fear of being gay. That's quite offensive in quite a lot of ways, to be honest,
Yeah.
because it's offensive to gay people for a start.
We're sorry,
are more-
we don't mean to offend you.
No.
Because
Well,
you're not
it's not
all
us.
like that, it's just some of you.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, okay, I'll hold hands up. I don't like talking about my emotions,
Yeah.
but, well, if I need to, if it makes you feel better, I'll talk about it. But
Yeah.
sometimes girls need to know that we are cared for and stuff, so we need a bit of attention, and that means expressing your emotions.
Yeah, and it's like, especially to us, you may not always want to your guy friends,
Yeah.
because you may feel like they're going to take the mick, but they're probably not, because they're probably thinking the exact same as you. So,
I think each guy has that one guy friend that will be like, they're pretty much gay with each other.
yeah. Ah, stupid phone. Who is ringing me? So yeah, we'll just wait for that person to stop ringing.
This next one really grinds my gears.
So you listen to all of that. And then
Just hang up.
yeah. So yeah, back to what we were doing. What one are we on now?
8.
Number 8. They're really surprised when girls say sport, especially or even like sport, but especially ones like say like rugby, football, or like Formula 1, or any of them kind of typical like
Lad
man,
sports.
yeah, sports. It's like, especially, we definitely get annoyed,
Yeah.
seeing as we both like
We
football.
Really, yeah.
And I play
I mean,
it
you
as well.
play it a lot
yeah.
more, but we both get really into it, don't we?
And it's like you'll say like, oh, I support this team, and they'll just think,
Well,
oh
fuck,
yeah, like your dad does. You just say you
like
do.
the players in it.
Yeah, or like
Active
yeah,
players.
you think they're hot and all this.
No,
It's like, no.
we are born and bred in that team that we support.
We generally do follow them,
Yeah.
and we follow their like scores and that. Really? They have to at the most annoying times. This could be a while. His last one was ages.
Do we have to listen to it?
Yeah, I can't stop it. I see he's recording it.
No, I mean, like, yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, as we were
Finish
saying,
that.
like, and like when you say you can play, they think, oh yeah,
you
you're
just
not
kick
gonna,
a ball.
yeah, you're not gonna be as rough like the way we play football, and your goals aren't gonna be as impressive, and your goalie isn't gonna dive on the floor, and you ain't gonna tackle each other, and you'll just be like, oh, I broke a nail.
Girls get into shit. Okay, we will be violent if we
Yeah.
need to be violent. Like, I'm not just trying to say that to impress the boys or anything, but we will, especially us two.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even care.
I feel like move out of the way.
PE was like the best time for us because we were just like, fuck off. Get into it.
Yeah, it's like I do that. There's this like really rough team that we play against, and like one of them tried to push me out the way to get the ball, and I was like, nope, I'm not having this. And I was like elbowing out and like pushing out the way, like
I mean,
I'm winning this.
They're like, oh, they'll jump on you. That
Yeah.
in boys' sports, we'll jump on you. They'll like tear you to shreds. Oh, girls can do that too.
Yeah.
We're wearing the same trainers. We can still do it. Oh, that was
And
a really annoying one.
especially when we beat them as well. It's so good because then they're like, oh well, I think I was ill that day or something,
Yeah.
and then make
Oh,
up some
my best
excuse.
form.
Yeah, it's like no, we just beat you.
Hey, you just
Just
can't
get
accept
over
it.
Girls can be better than sport.
Number 9. Because otherwise we'll get too carried away
Yeah.
with that. But the main point.
For us, that's the main one.
When you don't reply, and mainly when you don't reply and then get stroppy that we're blunt afterwards,
Yeah.
you know who you are.
And especially once you
Yes.
read it and then don't reply, especially if you've got an iPhone or an iPod or something, and we can tell that you've read it.
That sounds quite stalkery. But yeah, it is true.
And then you don't reply, and then like the next day or something, you'll randomly just start up another conversation
Yeah.
and be like, it's fine. My big paragraph of that, not big.
Yeah.
But if you do long messages to each other, it's like, the long message that I sent you last time, you don't need to reply to or anything. No, not at all.
But you get so stroppy, like you don't. What's the word? When you don't reply for like 2 hours on end, what are we meant to do? Are we meant to just be like, oh hi, when you come back? No, we're gonna be blunt. We're gonna be like, fuck off, mate.
Unless you actually say there's a reason why you're not.
Unless
which
you come back
that'll
with
be
like,
fine.
oh sorry, I was with my family or something, which is fine. You can't help that. We're not gonna be angry for that, but it's just like really annoys me.
So, but this, yeah, number 10. I was about to say something, but I'll leave that till later.
This is a what?
Don't worry.
Okay. This is like a worldwide argument nowadays.
Yeah.
It's saying getting kicked in the balls is worse than pregnancy. Now, okay, we
Yeah.
can't compare because one, we don't have balls.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we do. Oh, we play good football. No, we don't. No, we don't have balls, and we haven't ever been pregnant at all. But
No.
I can imagine that even if it doesn't hurt as much, the pain will last longer.
Yeah.
You've got 9 months to go through of indigestion, like
Being sick.
being sick, throwing up.
Because some people, literally, it's not just morning sickness, it is all through the day.
Yeah.
Like, for my sister, it pretty much was,
Oh.
so. It's
And then
not
you've
nice.
got the pain of squeezing the fucking baby out of your vagina, which is like that big, fully dilated,
So.
and the baby's like that big.
You try doing that.
yeah, once you've had a baby, you come back and tell us which is worse.
Yeah. And it's like, we could die from being pregnant, whereas the worst that can happen if you get kicked in the balls is like, you can't then
Maybe
have a
not
kid.
have children.
Yeah. But that's
You
not
have
as
a
bad
child
as
anyway.
dying, funny
Yeah.
enough.
And like, I'm not saying that getting kicked in the balls doesn't hurt,
Yeah,
because
'cause
it's
we
a
know
very
it obviously
sensitive
does,
area.
yeah.
But seriously, it's gonna be like what, maybe half a day of pain,
Yeah.
and it's over. It'll be alright by the next day. I'm guessing, unless it was like a proper wallop back up through your mouth sort of thing. But which we will do if you don't reply.
Yeah.
Funnily enough.
Or if you're surprised that we'd bury you at sport, kind of like sport.
Oh, yeah, what were you going to say earlier?
I was just going to say, like, this isn't typically just for, like, boyfriends and stuff. This is for, like, everyone. All boys. No
But if-
matter what. This is, like, all
Yeah,
boys.
we're not aiming it directly
Yeah.
at you, but if the shoe fits, sort of thing.
Yeah. And obviously it's not every boy, it is just the typical kind of...
Jack the lad, sort of. Oh,
Yeah.
look at me, I can do everything. The fucking girls belong in the kitchen, sort of thing.
Oh,
That's another one. That's we only allow 10, Abby.
yeah. We'll
Yeah.
leave that one. We're not going to get into that one. That will probably
Yeah.
be really long if we start getting into that one as well.
But
But
we are going to do a 10
Yeah.
things girls do that boys get annoyed at, and we'll be referring from boys' comments,
Yeah.
so we won't just be like, oh yeah, they don't
Yeah.
like us when we wear trousers.
people ringing! Hello? Always people ringing when you're trying to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah. We're kind of really finished, aren't we?
So, yeah.
Yeah, because we're probably gonna, we're probably gonna film it, yeah, and do the girl one soon. So that will probably follow this one, like when it goes up, like a week later or something. That's about it, really.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So
Bye bye.
that's it. Bye.
Bye. See you next week.
It's a new day, but it all feels old. It's a good life. That's what